I think storage is key, and open storage is great because we've got toys and a bunch of pet supplies.
Okay, I picked up these store-bought crates. We'll build a coffee table out of it, and they're only 10 bucks a piece.
And it's basic in a good way because there's so many options to paint or stain this, so I think this is a great idea.
Absolutely. So the first thing I need to do to make this coffee table is create a base for it, and this will be outside, so I got pressure-treated plywood. What I'm gonna do is just line these up and literally just trace it out on the plywood. So I'm gonna go cut that and leave you to paint.
All right, carpenter man.
Thank you, sir. All right, so I've got the base cut that all the crates are gonna attach to, so the next step is just to paint it out.
So here's what I'm thinking. I'm knocking down the roughness and the coarseness of all of this wood with a sanding block. That will help the paint bond to it more successfully. And then one other step, which is silly, but it's actually really important, is to wipe all the dust off because the dust will get into the paint. And next thing you know, you'll have all this bumpy finish, which you won't like. I've got 4 different shades of colors here. What I want to do is create an ombre effect. And the first thing I'm going to do is use the lightest color as the base tone, and then layer all the other colors on top of it. It'll kind of work as a primer. And then I'm going to take the darkest color, go across 2 slats on each of these crates. And then we're gonna move on to the next 2 slats with the next lighter color, and so on and so forth. Once they're all dry, we'll have this dark to light 4-tone ombre effect. Now I just have to give it some time for the paint to dry, and then Dan and I are going to assemble them all.
So literally all I'm about to do is just take these little baby screws, and we'll just put 4 screws in each crate. All right. Starting to look like a coffee table.
Yeah, I like it a lot.
Okay, so the last step.
Casters?
Yeah, it's always nice to have mobility.
This is gonna make it much more useful too, because when people are entertaining, you could just wheel this over wherever you're hanging out, so you're not committed to one spot.
All right, last one. These look cool, they're kind of industrial, right?
Yeah, it's interesting when you take something super basic and simple like this, but you add your own touch, it no longer looks basic, it looks custom.
Simple but chic.
Yeah.
Not only are these really easy to make, they also look great and add a lot of function to this outdoor space.